I mean, when people say, Mark, look, I'm sick of the election, which they do say, I can understand that, and they say it to me, oh, it's a turn-off. What do you say to those people?
Well, you won't be sick of it when your lights go out and the school's not operating, the traffic lights aren't working, your factory's got no electricity, people are losing their jobs. I mean, blackouts, to some extent in Australia, and we've been spoiled because at one time we had the most reliable, affordable electricity on the planet. And they've thrown that away, Matt Kean madness, to try and rebuild the entire electricity system within a decade. They haven't got the pumped hydro, the gas peaking plant backup power to support the renewables, so the lights go out. And when the prices go up, you've only got to look at your electricity bill to know that Kean is the villain. Kean's not only destroyed the Liberal Party, he's destroyed electricity affordability in New South Wales, and these price increases announced today are further evidence of that.
Confirmation of everything we've been saying. Now, Mark, Dominic Perrottet launched his campaign with a stack of kids behind him on the platform. I called it a stunt. He said, think of your kids, vote Liberal. How does that sound to you?
Well, I feel sorry for those kids because they're part of a generation in New South Wales where, because of Kean and Perrottet's fiscal extravagance, driving the budget into over $120 billion of net debt, that's an average for every person in New South Wales, every man, woman and child, of $17,000. So each of those kids on the stage, ultimately, and their generation will bear this burden much more than you and me, they're responsible for an average of $17,000 worth of state debt that can only be paid off under Labor and Liberal with higher taxes. They don't do any spending cuts whatsoever. These people are all upside spending, no cost savings. So I mean, they've each got a liability of $17,000, and Perrottet thinks he's doing them a favour by giving him $400 a year. Each of those kids would say to you, I'll get rid of the $17,000 debt hanging around my neck.
He's giving them debt.
The $400.
Are these the same kids sitting behind him who face indoctrination, not education in the classroom?
Yeah, we've got 17,000, that number again, 17,000 students start high school in New South Wales every year without decent reading skills. They're semi-illiterate. So these are kids that aren't getting the best instruction for reading, writing and numbers in school. They're not necessarily getting the phonics. They're stuck with left-wing fads like whole word literacy. They're getting lessons on why they should hate Australia, or the Invasion Day, gender fluidity. I mean, you talk about mental health with young people. Well, tell a boy he's a girl and give him all that anxiety and see how the mental health experts go. So Perrottet's done nothing about any of these things. He's not the friend of those children who are stage managed, sat there on the stage at Liverpool Catholic Club on Sunday. He's burdened them with debt. He's given them a substandard school education system and is saying, with further borrowed money, here's $400 a year if your parents can match it. Now,
and what about,
really?